Why did you cut it off?
I didn't.
On the morning of June 12th, a passenger jet lifted off from Ahmedabad, India. Just seconds later, both engines shut down. Inside the cockpit, a chilling exchange was captured.
Why did you cut it off?
I didn't.
What really happened on board? Was this a technical failure or a carefully disguised act of suicide? The Air India aircraft received takeoff clearance at 0808 UTC. It passed V1, the decision speed, and reached VR, the rotation speed, at 155 knots. At 0808:39, the aircraft entered air mode. It had officially left the ground. Everything appeared routine, until the speed reached 180 knots. At 8:08:42, both engine fuel control switches moved from run to cut off. Just 1 second apart, fuel was cut off, and the engines began to spool down. The cockpit went silent, until one pilot broke it with a question. Why did you cut it off? I didn't. This short sentence would spark a long debate. Was this a mistake, or something far more intentional? With no thrust, the aircraft started losing altitude, but backup systems activated. The RATI ram air turbine deployed, restoring hydraulic power. At 8:08:52, the first engine's fuel switch was turned back to run. 2 seconds later, the auxiliary power unit APU auto-start sequence began. By 8:08:56, the second engine was also switched back to run. The FADEC system tried to reignite both engines. Engine 1 stabilized. Engine 2 did not. Despite repeated fuel delivery, it could not regain speed. At 08:09:05, a Mayday call was made. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Air traffic control asked for the call sign. No response came. At 8:09:11, the flight data recording ended. Moments later, the aircraft crashed just outside the airport perimeter. Was this an accident? Or had someone deliberately shut down both engines? Cutting off fuel to both engines manually within 1 second is fully possible, and the cockpit voice recording proves one thing. One pilot clearly saw the switches change and asked why. The response was chilling. I didn't do it. But was that the truth? Or a calculated statement to protect loved ones from insurance exclusions? Many commercial pilots carry loss of license insurance policies, some worth up to $1 million, covering death and disability, even in crashes. If this was suicide, it may have been designed to look like an accident, a way to send a message and secure financial protection for the pilot's family. Investigators now face a grim challenge: distinguish accident from intention. By 8:14, fire and rescue crews arrived at the crash site. Local authorities joined in, but no lives could be saved. The damage was done. Some questions hide in a single second, and not all crashes are what they seem. The Air India crash on June 12th leaves us with haunting doubts. Was this a moment of human error, or a final, deliberate act from someone who had already made peace with the end? We may never know for sure. But in the cockpit that day, something changed the course of 363 lives forever.